At the Stevens Institute of Technology on Wednesday afternoon, the Hoboken Police Department awarded several different types of valor awards to its officers for their actions while on duty to preventing crimes such as burglaries, thefts, drug distribution, and preventing public melees, for example, outside many of Hoboken's bars. Hoboken Mayor Ravi Bala was the first guest speaker to speak.
It's an honor to be here today as the mayor of Hoboken, and it's also somewhat refreshing to have this ceremony to honor all of the acts of valor that have been conducted by our Hoboken Police Department. And the reason why I use the word refreshing is because we're in a national climate where we hear so much negative news about law enforcement, so many stories that are getting out there on social media, that are getting out there on television, that don't really respect and honor the commitment made by law enforcement to communities, to families, to protect our families.
Mayor Bala was then followed by Hudson County Prosecutor Esther Suarez.
Today's awards cover a wide spectrum of valiant activity, and they run from individual bravery over the past few years to massive incidents like the New Jersey Transit commuter train crash, where the entire department was mobilized. As the prosecutor for Hudson County, even though my job puts me right in the center of the law enforcement community, I still can't equate what I do with what a law enforcement officer does day after day and night after night, putting themselves in harm's way.
And then Police Benevolent Association President Detective Vincent Lombardi described one of the many incidents for which the Hoboken police officers received a Valor Award.
The next incident, unfortunately, took place in our town on June 25th, 2016. That involved a hit-and-run accident where a young man was struck and killed by a fleeing dark-colored SUV vehicle at the corner of 6th and Willow Avenue. The initial officers that responded on scene did what they could to try and render aid to the injured victim, but his injuries proved true serious, and he succumbed on scene. A long, lengthy follow-up investigation followed with officers seeking out all video surveillance, running traces on possible plates of livery vehicles with very little information to go on, just a dark-colored SUV. These officers managed to track that vehicle and its driver, and with the help of the New York City Police Department, that person was taken into custody and arrested and brought back to New Jersey to answer to his crime. And those officers being recognized for their initial response on scene with a letter of commendation is Sergeant Severio Benetti, Police Officer Joseph DiMartino, Police Officer Richard Torres, and for their investigative work in the Detective Bureau is Detective John Quinones, Detective Jonathan Mecker, and Detective Mike Miranda, who are receiving the Exceptional Service Award.
Mark Busich reporting at Stevens Institute of Technology in Hoboken for Hudson County View, the eye of the community.